Morning, welcome to the video and Happy New Year. It is January the 1st, it's the first day of 2026. Happy days. And as you can see, I've got my year off to a productive start. Done my laundry, done a little bit of housework, got tied up a little bit and organised a little bit in the back. Not so much in the front, but I'll do that later. And I wanted to start the video off with a little bit differently. Maybe I'll put a little bit of music on there and whatnot. So if you're still watching after that introduction, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Well, things took a bit of a turn. Mum was taken into hospital on New Year's Day, which was yesterday. And so I spent much of New Year's Day in hospital with her. And a good few hours today on the 2nd of January today with her as well. But I've come across to Wakefield now. I'm not going to go and see the kids straight away. It's about 6 o'clock now. I think they've gone to the White Rose shopping centre in Leeds to get a few bits and pieces. So I won't intrude on that. I'll just let them go and do what they need to do. Good morning, fellow YouTube folk. And you join me from Wakefield. Travelled down last night, having visited my mum in hospital. She's got a chest infection. She's going to be okay, I think, but, you know. So today my brother's going over to see her, so I'll get a bit of a breather today, and good to see my kids, which is great. It's just before 7 a.m. I don't know what the temperature is, but I am wrapped up, toasty warm, as you can see, and I'm parked in the overflow car park of the Green King pub, which is a chain of pubs. Popped in there last night for a meal. I was a bit disappointed for the money. Vegetable lasagna. It was okay. Nothing special. Nothing that you couldn't make at home or in the van even. It wasn't very layered with pasta sheets. It was like one pasta sheet on top and that was it. They turned it into like a vegetable pie with pasta crust. That's what they've done. It's crap. So since I've been back in the van, I feel that my lifestyle has slipped again already in terms of diet and exercise. And that's not something we can allow to happen given what I've been through and the routines I had established in the past, you know, when I've been in my brother's house rather. So I need to address that. And so I'm going to go for a walk in a bit. I'm just summoning up the will to go outside because I know that whilst I'm toasty and warm inside the van right now, right, so outside I thought I'd show you how I make the bed without getting out of the camper. A bit cold. I've kept my little hoodie on, as you can see. I have to do some, pardon me, squeaky bed. Squeaky bed. I have to do some jiggery pokery and shifting around a little bit. So let's use a close up there. So, but now at the end of this bed, between me and the back door of the van, is a little area where I can just about get my feet down, but I have to turn them out. So my left leg's pointing out towards the left side of the van, and the right one's pointing out towards the right side of the van, and I can start straightening up the blankets and such. Okay, and I don't like the electric blanket all the way down to this end because when I get in the bed it's not covering my feet at the bottom because it's quite a short blanket really. And this one is also a short blanket. I don't know why it's so short, but it is. And again, I like it covering my feet. So, and I'll just crawl down this end, straighten up this end a little bit, like so. And that is how I make the bed. Now, the next part's tricky. Involves putting the bed away, and I can't stand at this end to put the bed away because I'll be trapped between the end of the bed and the back door. So just down there, I've got to squeeze a leg just down there, balance on one leg, operate the button to put it away. This is going to be really difficult to record, and that's the bed away. And you can see I've got my standing space back. And yeah, that's my blanket that my work colleague sent me. What's it say? Sending you a big hug so it's there when you need it. Isn't that nice? Well guys, bedtime, as you can tell, it's dark. Spent some time with the kids, it's all good. It's been a cold day. It's snowing in lots and lots of places. It's not snowing here, although when I woke up this morning it was around -3, and yeah, that was a bit bit chilly. It did warm up to a toasty 2 or 3 degrees, and I don't know what it is now, but I've got the engine running at the moment to warm up this area a little bit, but also to put some charge into the EcoFlow. A bit of a funny day today. I thought the EcoFlow was nearing 100%, but then I had to use the heater to help me out a little bit because I had an issue with my water bottle under the sink. Now what happened was I'd filled it up with water and the water wasn't pulling through. And I thought, right, the water pipe's come off the pump. So I took it all out, I took the pump out, and sure enough the water pipe had come off. So I had to shove that in, and as I pulled it down, it pulled the end off another fitting. I had not seen that. So when I went to run the water, I thought, well, it's not coming through yet. I'll leave it running for a little minute because sometimes you get air in the system and it takes a little while for it to draw through. And I looked down and my feet were swimming in water. So I switched it off real quick, and yeah, I'd spotted about 1.5 inches of water in that little area underneath the sink there. So I had to get a tea towel, soak it all up, dry it all up, get it all out, put the heater on, dry it all out a little bit. Palaver. So I managed to push the fittings together. Just it's a tenuous link. So what I would have to do is, if I was going to run the water for anything, I would have to open up the cupboard door and have a little look and make sure it's not leaking all over the place again. You know, I feel like that was not since I've come back into the van, all the work I started doing when I was at my brother's house has started to come unravelled, and I've got back into bad habits again, with working when I shouldn't be working, not doing as much exercise as I know I need to do, but I think that's because of the weather more than anything else. Shied off because it was very, very cold. I did go for a walk this morning, but I did not walk very far. What's my app telling me how far I've walked today? Apart from it's about to die and go flat. So I've only done 7,500 steps, about 4.7 kilometers, so that's nowhere near enough. I should be hitting like 10,000 or more steps, and between 5 and 6,000, 5 and 6 kilometers at least per day. So I need to make more of an effort to get out, even though it's freezing cold at the moment. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 a.m. and whilst under these blankets, everything under these blankets is really toasty. It's nice and comfy. My feet are a bit chilly though. Should have kept my socks on last night. So anyway, yeah, whilst under the blankets, everything's really toasty and comfy. Outside the blankets, Baltic. Absolutely Baltic. Siri's telling me the temperature got down to about -3, -4. Feels like -8, -10. And it's not much more above that now outside. I'll just put my hands on the glass window next to me to have a look outside. It's frozen from the inside. So yeah, those negative temperatures did hit inside and outside last night. I can see the water. Oh God, yeah, it is. The water in the kettle is frozen as well. So yeah, it did get pretty cold last night. That is for sure. So I can lie here in the comfort of this bed for a little bit longer. So I'm in the back now, and yeah, as I said, you know, this is micro camping. It's not a luxury motorhome. It's not a van with a heater or anything like that. It is what it is. It's -4 apparently, and it feels every bit of -4. So I'm going to try and clean the windows with the heater as best as I can. My plan has been solidified now this week. I'm going to go down to, or at least I'm going to get on the internet in a bit when things have warmed up, and I'm going to go and book on a campsite, Willow Fields, not a million miles from here. So it's at this point in the video when I realise there's no audio recorded in this particular segment, and of course I go to look for my external microphones that I bought just a few weeks ago, only to find I can't find them anywhere, and I think I've lost them somewhere. Anyway, let's get back to it. Oh, woe is me. So, because Willow Fields was closed, I decided to go onto pitchup.com and take a little look at some other alternative sites. And I browsed around for a little while before I decide I want to settle on a particular site. The site that I do eventually settle on is in Retford. It's a site that I've never been to before, and I will take you there in the course of this video. Now, PitchUp does have quite a detailed set of photographs, usually put there by holiday makers and people who've stayed at the site. They'll upload their photos when they do a review. So these photos are either really good or not so good, as you will see. There's also a detailed description as well as campsite fees, etc. as you go through this. Now, I was looking for a campsite that wasn't too far from Doncaster at the time, because I wanted to be able to make sure I could get back to see my mum if necessary. I also needed to make sure that it met my needs in terms of internet speeds, etc. So, being that I'm with EE for my internet needs on my mobile phone, I decided to use their checker, and it's quite an accurate checker. It does give you a good idea of what to expect, and we can see that the 5G coverage was described as being excellent, and the 4G cover was described as being good. So now I decided that it met all of my needs and requirements, and that the prices were reasonable at £128 for 6 nights, including electricity. I went ahead and decided to book this one. I have just booked my first campsite of 2026. I promised myself that I was going to take better care of myself this year, and so that's why I booked the campsite. It is getting very cold. My temperature gauge is still showing -1 on the dashboard right now, and this morning when I woke up it was -4, as some of you may have seen by the post I put up at the time. I'm not quite sure when this video is going to come out, but you know. Now this is set to continue for the next week or so, and so hence the campsite. So I booked a campsite. It's not going to be any warmer at the campsite, don't get me wrong, I'm not that naive, but I booked the campsite because I want the electric hookup so I can run my fan heater all night long instead of on and off, on and off, on and off, because that gives me broken sleep, waking up to switch it off again to preserve electricity, because next week is a working week, and as you know, I work online, so I need the electricity for you know, doing my job basically. So yeah, I have decided going to a campsite is my best option. Well, I just spoke to Keith at reception, very helpful. The place is huge compared to what I thought it was going to be, and it's got a bar, it's got a restaurant, it's doing drinks and meals from 4 p.m. today, so 4 p.m. till late, he said. So I may pop in. I don't drink alcohol, so you know, but I may pop in for Diet Pepsi. All right, so that's where I am. This is one of 6 lakes apparently, and this is the touring area. I'm just down there at the toilet facilities. I'm not going to film as I walk past everybody's caravan because, yeah, that'd just be rude, right? But the sun's come out to play, would you believe it? I booked on a site because of the cold, and the sun's come out, it's glorious. Sod's law. Anyway, let's have a walk down here. We're just having a little walk around one of the fishing lakes. It's mostly frozen, that lake, actually. So yeah, it has been cold. It's still cold, obviously, even though the sun's come out. And there's loads and loads of tourists over there. Now, good tell is that they're all seasonal. Must be, because they've all got their own fancy fences. They've all got AstroTurf down, humongous awnings out. Some of them have got fridge freezers in their awnings. Some of them have got three-piece suites in their awnings. You know, and all sorts going on. So yeah, interesting sight. Let's have a look over here. Bit of a river going on over here. And there's some like chalet things that I assume you can rent out maybe, and some caravans as well over there. So I wonder if that's part of this site, I don't know. There was all sorts of little what look like bird spotting hides around the perimeter of this lake. And I'd look through the window because it was shut off and closed off. And the big gas canister with the battery going to some device that looks like a gun. I assume, obviously, it's not a gun, but that's what it looks like. Cannon on a tripod. It looks to me like one of those devices they use for scaring birds at airports. But why they've surrounded this lake with them is anybody's guess. So if you know, let me know. The lake seems to be a haven for wildlife. Geese, swans, ducks, moorhens, obviously fish, because that's why people come here. So why they've got the bird scarers, I don't know. If they are bird scarers. But I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this site already. Just been to the toilets and a bit of a walk from where I am, which is okay. But I know I can have a nice warm shower in there later, so that's what I'll do before bed. Shave and a shower. It's just lovely, isn't it? Wow. Look. I'll pop you over the top and see what you can see. Oh, this one's got this door off, so it might not have anything in it. Yeah, it's empty, this one. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just that one that had the bird scaring. Well, it is 3 o'clock, and I was just getting back from my walk, and I bumped into a lady who introduced herself, and she's got such a fantastic version of this camper van. And then another one arrived, she's got a version of this camper van, and then a third one arrived, also the version of this camper van. A fourth one arrived with the Citroen version of this camper van. And we were all looking inside each other's camper vans, swapping ideas and you know, all that sort of thing. And I've been out there for a good few hours and I'm freezing now. They give me loads of hints, loads of tips. One of the ladies had got a bar running, like a step bar along the length of their van. All of them. They're well cool. And you've got your LEDs there on your pop top and your flip down telly. All the ideas for me to take away, like, aren't they? Built in, which I thought was really cool. I really love one of them. They've all got pop tops, all of them. And they said that the pop top is really strong, really sturdy, and it will hold my weight. And so there's a company just over the way there, and they charge $3,500, which is the same price, same quote I had from a company in Wakefield. So, but I've seen it fitted, and it looks really good. So you pop it up, and you can stand up, and you've got standing space to get changed or whatever, which is really good. Or you can pop it up and then pull the board down, so to speak, and that turns into a bed up there. So in summertime, summertime, then you've got a bed, right? that you can use in the summer days and summer nights. Well, it's about 7 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely wrecked. So I'm going to bed, up early in the morning for work. In fact, I'm going to bed. I'm in bed. Who am I kidding? I'm in bed with my electric blanket on its highest setting because I'm on the electric hookup on the campsite. And I've got my little twinkly fairy lights on to keep me company. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. Okay. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have watched up to this point, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and then you'll never miss another video. Okay, take good care. Thank you. Bye now.